Rambam. We are in the laws of Leva Malva of loans, free loans, as they're called, right? We have a society here called the Hebrew Free Loan Society. It gives the Jewish people loans without interest, right?
Collateral?
Huh?
Collateral?
You need signers. Yeah, that's the collateral. Signers. I've signed for many people as guarantors, as they're called. Okay, so we're now in chapter 7. So the laws are very complicated because there's interest. It's called interest that you take for a loan is you transgress no less than 6 commandments in the Torah if you take interest, if a Jew takes interest from a Jew. You hear that? A non-Jew can take interest from a Jew, and a Jew can take interest from a non-Jew. But a Jew cannot take interest from another Jew, right? So the biblical law is if it's like set forth right. In other words, here I'm lending you $1,000 and you're going to pay 5% interest, 10%, whatever you made up an amount. That is a biblical law. But there's something that's called avak ribis, which is a shade of it, and that's rabbinic. So things that are not forthright, right, that are not completely in that manner. Like if you give security for the loan and using the security, so you got benefit, right? It's not something that you spoke of or that was, Anyways, let's learn and we'll see inside some of the issues, okay? Following rules apply when a person lends money to a colleague and the borrower gives the lender his field as security for a set time or until the borrower repays the lender, at which time the lender will leave the field. So you got a field, right? Although the lender benefits from all the produce of the field, even if he consumes the entire value of the debt, he should not be removed from the field without any payment. Right? It would, the rationale is that if he removed without any payment, it would be as if one had expropriated money taken as the shade of interest through a legal process. So it's as if he got what we call the shade of interest, right? Which is rabbinic, not biblical, because it's not direct, 5% for this amount or 10%, whatever it is, that the agreement is.
Do you have to give the preceding action?
Needless to say, if the produce that the lender consumes is worth more than the money that he gave, the difference should not be expropriated by him. Similarly, we do not calculate from one promissory note to another promissory note when the property is given as security.
Does that mean when he produces something, the lender gets money back from the production?
Yes,
Thank you.
but not the entire thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Percentage.
When the property is given as security belongs to orphans and the lender consumes an amount of produce equivalent to the debt, he is removing the property without any payment. So when it comes to orphans, the law is different. Remember, this is all rabbinic law, right? Right? So it's not sort of like hard and fast. There's always nuance. It's always nuanced. Right, exactly. Huh?
Your birthday's on the 20th, that's right.
That's right. Your birthday. Yes. All right. That's why he likes the Rambam so much. So then he's removed. If, however, the lender's benefit exceeded the amount of the debt, we do not expropriate the additional amount from him. In the case of orphans, we may calculate from one promissory note to another promissory note. So we said, previously we said you don't, but with orphans, we take care of them much more because there's no one to take care of them, right? So therefore, it's sort of like on the state to take care of. And as a result, that they should be taken care of. We do take from one promissory note to another. So in others, if he paid this one, and there's another promissory note that he has to pay. But how do orphans inherited from their parents passed away. They now inherited. So now they have to pay these promissory notes, right? So if the one who has the field has eaten produce that covers all the promissory notes, even though that field was only for that one particular promissory note as collateral, it covers the other ones too. I hope that's clear.
Is there a percentage each way? Separately?
Well, it's more about not the percentage. It's about not the percentage. Here it's about if he was owed $1,000 and he ate on this field $2,000 and there's two promissory notes, but this field was only a collateral for one promissory note, but we carry it over to the other promissory note and it's covered. He owed 1,000 promissory here, 1,000 here. It's all completely covered, right?
Yep. That's what I meant.
Okay. What is meant by calculating from one promissory to another promissory? Oh, okay. Here he goes. One field was given to the lender as security for a debt of 100 dinar, and another field was given as security for another debt from another 100 dinar, for another 100 dinar, right? If both fields belong to the same person and the lender consumes produce from 50 of one field and produce from 150 from the other field, you tell them you consume 200 dinar worth of produce. You are not owed anything more. For as the two debts were one debt and the security given for the entire sum as one. Yeah, exactly. In a place where it is customary to remove the lender from the property given as security whenever the borrower pays the debt, is as if the stipulation was explicitly stated. It's not necessary to make an explicit statement. I'm giving you the field as a collateral, right? Now, one second, just make sure.
The lender from the property.
So since it was stated explicitly, it doesn't have to be stated explicitly because he paid. Not necessarily conversely, if a place where it's customary not to remove the lender of property until the conclusion of the term for which the property was given as security, it is as if sufficient as explicitly stated. Now, it depends what the custom of the place is, right? If you wrote in the legal document exactly what, right? Then, well, whatever it is, either to the end of the period of the loan or to the end of the payment of the loan, whichever one you wrote. But if you didn't write it, so then it's based on the custom. Whenever a person gives property as security without specifying a term for the loan, we cannot remove the lender from the property until at least 12 months pass.
According to the place.
Right. Number 3, even if a place where it is customary to remove the lender from the property given as security whenever the borrower desires to pay the debt, the custom can be superseded by the explicit condition. Right. If the lender makes a stipulation, the borrower will not remove him from the property until after the full term for which the property was given as security. The borrower cannot pay the debt earlier and have him removed from the property. In a place where it is customary not to remove the lender from the property until after the full term of the property was given as security, although the lender accepts the stipulation that he will leave the property whenever the borrower brings him the money, the stipulation is binding only when the lender affirms the commitment with a kinyan. In other words, a kinyan, you have to make an active acquisition.
Or you have to wait 12 months or something.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
don't put that in there.
Right. Okay. I'd like to stay, but I got to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sorry. My apologies.
Okay.
Ciao, everybody.
Bye-bye. Have a wonderful